not leaving it.
You can leave it wherever you want, Bruce. I'm not going to argue with you again. I'm done with it.
You will argue with me again. I know you will.
That's true.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. That's like one of my favorite lines from Dumb and Dumber. You ever see Dumb and Dumber?
Oh, that's a great show.
Great movie. One of my favorite lines from Dumb and Dumber, and says, the guy says, I'm never gambling again. I'm never going to gamble again. He says, I bet you will. No, I'm never going to gamble. 3-1, you'll be gambling by the end of the day. No, 5-1, you'll be gambling. No way. No, I'm not going to. No, sir. 10-1, you'll be gambling by the. You're on. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Again, welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash.
What a beautiful day.
It is.
As we close it, Thursday, closing in on Easter Sunday and everything.
Everybody, this is
Holy Thursday.
Monday Thursday.
Oh, Monday Thursday. No, Monday was a couple of days ago. Monday.
I can't believe you just slipped that one by the goalie. The Monday was a couple of days ago.
Yeah, it was.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
It is Holy Week.
It is Holy Week. I'm going to tighten this one back up just so we look good.
Oh, that's cool.
So folks get a chance to see. Look, we're matching.
Yes, we have the seersucker.
The seersucker. You very seldom see a seersucker shirt.
No.
You'll see the seersucker pattern.
This is a pinstripe.
Yeah, that's not pinstripe.
Okay.
We're arguing again, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not taking it.
Len Wells is here. How about that? He is the roving editor for the Wayne
I don't know
County.
what that means yet. I just got that the other day.
Somebody just told you were that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I got a card. I'm a card-carrying roving editor.
Have you ever been a roving editor before?
I guess I have, but just never had the title.
Never
realized it, no.
I love it. But Len is here. We're going to talk about all kinds of fun stuff.
You bet we are.
I'm not even sure what we've spent
46 seconds of show prep.
We've done a ton of show prep. But we're going to talk about all kinds of. Again, this is Maundy Thursday.
Yes.
Maundy Thursday. They are celebrating that today at the Bethel United Methodist Church. That's over in Clay City. Bless them all, as the Maundy Thursday services held at 6 p.m. At Bethel. By the way,
are they feeding?
I don't think so. It doesn't mention food.
They'll have a bigger crowd if they fed.
Yeah, it'd be a lot bigger crowd. The reason I mention this now is because I've got another show scheduled for Friday, and Good Friday, and I do not intend to mention the Good Friday services because everybody's
got one.
It would take me all day.
Yes.
And Maundy Thursday, not as many people have them on. No. So does that make them more closer to Jesus, or
of course.
Is this okay? Now this being Maundy
Holy Thursday, yeah, Holy Thursday. Yeah, some people call it Maundy Thursday, Holy Thursday.
Holy Thursday. All right. Well,
Holy mackerel.
I've got a question about this here later. I
probably won't know the answer, but I'll try.
I appreciate that.
I'll make
this one. The next item might be for you.
Okay.
And actually,
was it serving fish?
No.
Okay.
Actually, I'm a little bit.
Be careful.
The dating in the notice was incorrect.
Uh-oh.
It said Thursday, April 8th.
No.
Or probably Thursday, April 7th.
That would be like the 6th, wouldn't it? Thursday the 6th.
Thursday 6th.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're doing it Thursday the 6th or I'm not sure.
Saturday.
That's what I'm going to go with. Thursday. This Debbie Legg, a local author.
We know Deb.
You know Debbie Clinton's wife.
Sure.
Speaker, blogger, will be presenting The Art of Writing from Inspiration to Publishing.
Well, there you go.
This might be helpful to you.
We'll come outside.
This will be at the Wayne County Extension Building meeting room.
Oh, yeah.
I've got it as tonight at 6:30.
Bring your own pen.
Debbie has written the book, What Would Christmas Be?
Oh.
And she will be describing the process and her journey, as well as and what it took to bring one of her dreams to reality.
That's really terrific.
Check out Debbie's website, and then this is from a place that we used to work. It says check out her website and before the presentation. Then doesn't tell you what the website is.
Oh, well, there you go.
I saw check out the website, so I was going to go there I could get the date.
And it wasn't there.
The date was wrong, and there was no website.
And she's a publisher?
Local author, speaker, and blogger.
Apparently not good with dates.
It was the,
I'm just teasing.
It was probably the radio. It was
is
probably
what?
the place that we used to work.
Oh,
Now do you understand?
She did not. No, she's perfect. She's flawless.
Great.
She's flawless.
She's flawless.
Somebody failed. Somebody
there was
else
a mistake somewhere.
in another publication.
In another form
facility,
of media. And another piece of media. And speaking,
well, you got close on that one, didn't you?
Yes, I did. you heard it coming, didn't you?
I did.
And I stopped.
Yes.
I feel good about that.
You should.
There is no charge. Everyone is welcome to attend. And event organizers do ask that you use the north side door.
Oh, yeah, don't just go bailing in any door.
I'm trying to think where the north side door is at the extension office. It's on the north side, but they have a sidewalk over there.
Yeah, that's a very thin sidewalk and no lighting. I hope this is before dark.
See, you've got the main doors there in the middle.
Right.
The north side, there must be a door directly to the meeting room.
There is. There is.
I didn't realize that.
Last time I was in it, it was not well lit. So if it's after dark, be careful.
Well, 6:30 should.
Oh, you should be plenty of light unless there's a tornado.
Now,
coming.
leaving might be an issue.
Yeah. It may stay till 4 or 5 in the morning. You never know.
You never know. Also, and I mentioned this one, I had the wrong date yesterday. It's my own fault. I had to show you yesterday. I had the wrong date. It's actually today. The puzzle swap and competition.
Puzzle swap.
Talk about it. Throw the keys in the goldfish bowl puzzle swap. This is tonight from 5:30 to 6:30 at the Brian Bennett Library. This will be over on 315 South Maple Street there in Salem. It'll be from actually it says 5:30 to 6:30 at one point, and then elsewhere it says from 11 to 5:30. Maybe 11. Okay, that's what it is. From 11 to 5:30, the puzzle swap for everyone in the Davenport room. The puzzle competition is 5:30. 5:30 to 6:30. Prizes awarded to the top teams. Teams of 1 to 4 participants need to call or register
Did I tell you?
548-30-06.
548-30-06. Did I tell you about the puzzle I was having difficulty? My wife and I were trying to do this.
No, I hadn't.
Now, well, you understand we're a little older. Slightly older. Oh, older than you.
You're older than me.
That's true. Nancy and I could not get this puzzle. We couldn't even get it started, so we called our daughter.
Was it a jigsaw puzzle?
It was a jigsaw puzzle.
You couldn't get
couldn't even get
even get the
edges.
corners. You got to find the corners and the edges. It's the easiest thing
I know
in the
that.
world.
I know that, Bruce. So
how many pieces
our daughter Amanda drove up from Nashville, Tennessee, okay, to help us. And so she said, well, what's the puzzle supposed to be? Well, look at the box. It's supposed to be a rooster, big rooster. And she said, just put the cornflakes back in the box. Just put the cornflakes back in the box. So anyway, that was our experience with the puzzle.
No edges on those, were there?
No. So we just went ahead and ate it. Those are puzzles that are hard to do like that.
I suspect they are. You never saw the big red R in there, or the big red rooster there in the middle. That's a good one. I like that.
Had to help her.
What else is going on?
Oh, this ought to be good.
What else is going on today, ladies and gentlemen?
This is Thursday. Thursday the 6th.
April 6th. It is National Caramel Popcorn Day.
That is absolutely
Brush
one of
your
my
teeth.
favorites.
Who
cares?
Get
Don't
ready
brush
to go.
your teeth. Just eat it.
Get the kernels out of it. Each year on April 6th, National Caramel Popcorn Day conjures up memories of fairs, sporting events, and fun snacking. In January, we celebrate the National Popcorn Day, and actually on April 5th, you celebrate National Caramel Day.
I love it.
It all comes together
It is.
on April 6th. It's caramel popcorn. Combining popcorn and molasses began in the early 1800s. However, caramel was prevalent, and with the production of Cracker Jack, the popularity was ever increasing.
Throw some peanuts in it, it's Cracker Jacks, right? Basically.
Throw some peanuts in it, it is Cracker Jack. Invented by a fellow named Frederick Ruckheim.
I know
the
him.
popcorn merchant dabbled with creating a new snack. He was an immigrant from Germany to Chicago. He enlisted his brother Louis Ruckheim to help, and after adding molasses to nuts, their snack was ready for introduction to the masses. Like many other famous foods, Cracker Jack gained popularity at the 1893
There's always a prize in there. There's always
you know
a
when it
prize.
got more popular?
No,
Whenever the dude wrote the song, "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
that's right.
Had
Cracker Jack.
in it. So yeah, that's in 1908.
Is there a picture of a sailor on a Cracker Jack box? Does that sound right?
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
yeah, he's the dude. See, that's good looking. Actually, that's
That is.
pretty good looking.
Did you bring any?
No, I didn't. You know what they call that? This is what kettle corn.
Kettle corn's what I call it.
Yeah, that's a flea market crack.
Ooh, that's what that is. I love that because you can
Exactly.
smell it for 8 miles.
Yeah,
Smells great. And then I
draws
think
people from
you said
miles
that's
around.
April 6th or April 7th is National Broken Tooth Day. Rotten Tooth Day.
What else is April 6th, ladies and gentlemen? National Carbonara Day.
What is carbonara? I don't know what that is.
Well, this is
Like spaghetti?
enjoy the flavors of Italy and
Italy?
celebrate National Carbonara Day. The delicious pasta dish is made up of creamy sauce and bits of pancetta.
Pancetta is like a pork thing? Pork
That's
thing?
bacon.
Bacon.
Well, it's pork belly type
Pork
of
belly. I love
bacon.
it.
Yeah. If you love Italian food and pasta, or just enjoy cooking, this food holiday challenges you to put your best recipe to the test. Purists turn up their noses at bacon, and others debate cheeses. However, adding the right amount of seasoning, the best pasta and garlic seem to make or break this delicious dish.
Don't ever forget, Jesus saves.
Jesus do save, don't they?
I love that. It looks great. You know what I like about bacon? It's one of my favorite bacon dishes, Bruce.
What's that?
Bacon wrapped bacon. Now that's good. You cannot go wrong with that.
You know, that's cool. The bacon wrap, but if you're talking bacon wrap,
I love bacon.
people love rumaki, you know,
Yeah.
but that's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. Just eat the bacon.
Do the smoky links.
Those are good.
You've had the bacon wrap
yeah.
smoky
Oh,
links
absolutely.
with like usually speaking of
with a sweet
caramel
kind of
or, yes,
sauce.
yeah,
Oh,
that's a very pleasant,
delicious.
very, very delicious thing. We'll have one more of those. I'll hear in the next
Okay.
break. I will.
Good.
We'll have,
Good. You go ahead and bring a
that's
plate
not
of those
enough
in.
for you.
Bring one in. There's another?
There is one more.
But wait, there's more. What's
But
that?
wait, there's more. We'll do that when we return.
Okay,
How about
okay.
that? Before we do leave, tell folks, what do you want to see on TV?
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Major League Baseball today. The Miami Marlins are at the New York Mets. This is all, by the way, on the MLB network. Do you get the MLB network?
Yes, I do.
It's channel 599. Do you?
But not 5. It's another. I'm on a dish.
You've got
thing,
another
dish thing.
dish oh,
Type of thing, I guess.
You know, that's the thing.
I've got like a 38 foot dish out in my
Have you?
one of the big ones. So I can pick up a lot of stuff.
So you've had that thing out there.
Oh
for
my
like
goodness,
years.
yeah.
That's
We pick
wonderful.
up stuff all the way to Russia.
That's
Yeah.
very
Hockey,
impressive.
Russian
Can you
hockey.
can you watch? Can you understand the language?
No, but it's just kind of fun to watch.
Well, that's cool. That's
38-foot dish.
Yeah, I like that. Miami is at New York at noon, 12:10 actually. Edward Cabrera versus Tyler McGill at 3:10. Washington Nationals at the Colorado Rockies. Josiah Gray versus Kyle Freeland at 6:20. The Padres are
Is that
at
Kyle
the Braves.
Freeland from Wayne City? Is that a Wayne
Different
City
guy.
Freeland? Okay.
Different Freeland.
Okay.
Sims.
Sims, I meant. That's what I meant, Sims.
Blake Snell versus Spencer Strider is San Diego at Atlanta. I think it's their opening day. And then at 9:10, the LA Dodgers at the Arizona Diamondbacks. Dustin May versus Merrill.
So how are the Cardinals doing already? Are they still okay?
They are 2-3.
2 and 3.
They had won 2 of their first 3 and then have lost 2 in a row.
Sorry to hear that. Well, it's early. It's very early.
Lost their first game, won their next 2, lost their next 2.
Well, it's early. Really early.
We'll find out actually Wednesday. We're shooting this Wednesday, Wednesday afternoons when the Cardinals play. And also one other game. San Francisco is at Chicago. Alex Wood versus Lance Lynn.
The Cubs.
No, that's actually the White Sox.
That's what I said, the White Sox.
Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't clarify. NBC Sports Chicago, channel 643. NBA basketball doubleheader, Miami Heat at Philadelphia 76ers on TNT. That's channel 633 at 6:30. Followed at 9 by the Nuggets at the Suns. You don't give a rat's rear end
About the Nuggets and the Suns?
about the NBA.
No! The NBA? No. Is Larry Bird still playing?
It's almost over.
Is Larry Bird still playing?
Season is almost over.
Is he coaching?
Playoffs
What's
is
Larry
close.
Bird doing?
Larry Bird is an executive with.
Good for him. I liked
With the
him. Got to see him
Indiana
play one
Pacers.
time. I did.
I did too.
I saw him play one time.
Where was it?
At Indianapolis or something like that.
Celtics at the
Yeah,
Pacers.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I saw him. I saw him at the All-Star game.
You know, one of Larry Bird's famous lines back before he was really, really a star, I think it was.
No.
He was accused of being a racist
Oh, really?
at one time. This is long ago. And in an interview, he said, "I ain't no racism." I'll never forget that. I ain't no racism.
And he's not.
No, he's not. He's absolutely not. He's a great guy, too. He really is a great guy.
NHL hockey, the Rangers at the Blues. That's at
the Blues.
They put the time on.
And the Checker Domes, they tore it down, didn't they? Tore the
Checker Dome's gone.
I did see a hockey game there once.
It's now.
Saw that once.
You don't.
I've been to the Checker Dome and saw one hockey game there. Yes, I did. And I said, I'll never watch another hockey game, TV or otherwise.
How about this one? I have one other TV thing to tell you about.
Yes, sir.
The Masters begin today.
Ooh, Tiger is going to play just.
Tiger's playing.
That's
ESPN at 2:00.
I have watched the Masters to some
It's fun.
It is fun. It's also mindless. You can get up and go out and fish for an hour and come back and it's still going on.
There you go. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Len Wells is here. We'll be back right after these words. Talk about all kinds of different stuff. Back in a sec.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I'm Dr. Eric Pikus. I'm a general practice physician here at CRHPC, and I work at the Clay Medical Center in Flora. One of the things that I love about working for CRHPC is the fact that it's a federally qualified healthcare center, and that means that we can take care of any patient, whatever the case may be. We don't have to worry about their financial situation, and I love the fact that we can take care of anybody that needs our help. So no matter what care somebody needs, we're going to give them the best possible care available without judgment.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
The ambulance run for that.
It probably will.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I've got to sleep in the good bed.
Well, of course you do.
Don't I? Ladies and gentlemen, all we're doing is arguing.
Arguing.
Terrible.
Well, we shouldn't do that on Holy Week.
We really shouldn't do that on Holy
Why can't we all just get along?
That's my question. It's Maundy Thursday. It's Maundy Thursday.
I'm lost.
And it is April 6th. This is also National Burrito Day.
Oh, I had one last night.
There you go, National Burrito Day. First Thursday in April,
Why would you tie a burrito up with twine?
I guess
that makes no sense.
They're wanting to keep the
stuff in it.
Well, the silly tortilla together.
Well, that looks good, but that twine would be pretty hard to eat.
Well, you're not
you
going to
could floss with it, though. You could floss if you don't have very many teeth. You could floss with it.
Yes, you could.
Yes.
A burrito is a heavy tortilla wrapped in ground meat, wrapping ground meat, cheese, tomato, rice, beans, vegetables, and/or sauces. Like many other tortilla dishes, the beater burrito is flexible. The cook chooses the meat fillings from ground beef, shredded chicken, shredded beef, blah, blah, blah. All kinds of other stuff. Here's another good-looking, not only a picture of a burrito, ladies and gentlemen, this is today.
Burrito.
Today, in the Deer District in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the World Burrito Eating Championship.
Oh, no. That'd be dreadful to watch.
Oh, wouldn't that be great?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I could eat part of one.
Yeah. Look at the trophy. Oh,
that's a cheap-looking trophy.
That is an outstanding.
That's cheap.
Clearly, it's like the Lombardi trophy.
No, it's not.
It's clearly something that anybody would go. And actually, the burrito kind of looks.
It looks like a participation trophy for a little league team. Is what it looks like.
Champions including Joey Chestnut.
I do know Joey.
Jeff Esper and Badlands Booker all have their. Well, I guess they get a belt too. The burrito belt. Eaters will be challenged to consume as many flavorful burritos as possible during a 10-minute window.
That's disgusting.
Battling it out for the title of the Qdoba's first ever world burrito champion. And the reason.
So there's not a reigning champ on this.
There's no reigning champion, and they're bringing the good stuff. I mean, if you're bringing Joey Chestnut,
oh yeah, it's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
That's a crowd pleaser right there.
That's a crowd pleaser, and here's what the burrito will have: chicken, cilantro, lime rice, black beans, 3 cheese queso, roasted salsa, and guacamole,
and also fresh guac. Oh my gosh!
Always fresh.
Oh, I love fresh guac.
That leads to the question.
I love fresh guac.
You got 10 minutes. How many burritos will you be able to eat?
One. That's it.
If you were
tapped out.
If you were so inclined, somebody you're in a contest with. So you and I have a contest.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And we are charged to eat the most burritos we can eat for the next 10 minutes.
One. I couldn't, and I love to go to a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
But that's not what I order usually. It's not, and I usually get a chicken chimichanga.
You think
a la carte?
You think you could do this one?
I've seen people
eat. That's a 5-pound burrito.
I've seen my grandson eat one of those.
You're kidding me.
No, and he just and then was ready for another one. But he was 16 at the time, so.
Yeah, that's when you're.
That's when you can eat.
That's when you're peak.
Yeah, you can eat anything then.
You can eat anything and a lot of it. That's got like a whole guacamole on the sides, let alone all the rice and cheese and goo in the thing, and then they got jalapenos.
That would make a big nice meal there, would it?
For several.
Sure
for several people.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's something you'd serve a family.
I think
there's B in family, isn't there? Family.
Yeah, sure.
Thought so.
I think you can go online, folks, and watch the burrito contest.
Oh man, that's something I'll probably miss.
You think you do that?
Oh no. That is just nothing. Now if you had a margarita drinking contest, that'd be a different
that'd be fun to watch too.
It would be.
I don't know. It'd be fun to participate in.
So you'd have to, if you're going to drink several, you'd have to have it on the rocks, because you get a brain freeze if you had frozen.
Yeah,
bad brain freeze.
That does affect. Well, they see now. This challenges me to. This brings me. I've been watching the Mel Brooks History of the World Part 2 lately.
Okay.
And and they had a bit. They had a skit on the Last Supper.
Oh no. Oh no!
Which was really funny.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
But I was wondering,
irreverent,
it made me
funny.
wonder what did they eat? What was the menu for the Last Supper?
It was bread and wine.
Okay, well,
that's what it was. Bread and wine.
The part of the gag was the waiter who got himself into the picture. They had Leonardo
from the bar.
Leonardo coming in to take a picture. And they had a waiter there.
You'd have to have wide angle lens for that.
Yeah, it was a wide angle. It was panoramic.
Yeah,
it was a panoramic lens. And he got in the picture. He says everything's got to be kosher, right?
No separate tickets.
No separate tickets. Only one ticket.
Judas, you picking up? Judas picked up, I'd imagine.
Well, Judas had the money.
He had the coins, didn't he? Gosh, we're going to get thrown off the air.
Peter said, "I'm not doing it."
Denied him.
Peter
times.
denied 3 times the check.
This may be.
has been a fun show.
You've heard the last episode. This may be the last show right here.
Oh well.
We put the fun back in Holy Week, don't we?
Yeah, we tried it.
But that was it's a funny movie. And if you can't,
this is part 2. You know, it's the new
I know
one.
it's
part 1 came out 40 years ago.
Wow.
And this is part. Mel Brooks is still part of it. He's 90,000 years old.
Hey, 92 or 6.
He served in Europe in World War II.
I know he did.
Which makes him born in like at least 1925.
Love his beans, by the way. Brooks beans are the best. Whew. But anyway, yeah, that's a funny movie. That's hilarious.
But so you haven't seen the new?
I have not. But nothing's off limits.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you off. I can't tell you because the joke's too good. You'll have to see it sometime. They do a D-Day too.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm sitting there watching the D-Day thing. I'm like, is it too soon? they do Abraham Lincoln and Ulysses Grant.
I can see a lot of funny stuff with Lincoln.
Well, it was more Grant than Lincoln.
Oh, okay.
More Grant. They were playing on Grant. They had a occasional issue with alcohol.
No.
Occasionally, yeah. But I guess I was just asking you. I mean, what did they? We had burrito.
Bread
You've
and
got
wine.
a 5-pound burrito.
No, it was bread and wine.
They didn't have that bread and wine.
Yeah. Took the bread, broke it, gave it to his disciples, and said, "Take this, all of you, and eat it. This is my body, which I will be giving up for you. Do this in memory of me."
I did know that.
And after supper, he took the wine. Again, giving thanks and praise, gave the wine to his disciples, said, "Take this, all of you, and drink it. This is my blood, the blood of a new and everlasting covenant."
I didn't know that. I've seen
Do this in memory of me.
Play many times. I've seen the
Bread and wine is what it was, man. No burritos.
No burritos.
Well, now they might have had that as an appetizer. I don't know. Bread and wine may have just
Mushrooms. Yeah, good, nice little fried mushrooms. We'll be back after these, ladies and gentlemen. Back in a second.
lightning.
At Midwest Farm and Land, we've got a team of dedicated land, home, and commercial experts ready to help.
We understand that buying or selling a property can be extremely stressful. Let our folks take care of you and help you find your perfect piece of property.
Whether it's recreational or hunting land, farmland, homes, or commercial, we're there to help.
Local experts with national reach. If you're interested, give us a call, 618-532-1961, or check us out on the website, midwestfarmco.com.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lemon Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Now we're on. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on
Beautiful day.
TV.
Beautiful day.
Len Wells,
rained yesterday,
editor.
didn't it?
Roving editor.
Roving editor. I don't know what that means. I really don't. I know what the editor part means, but I don't know what the roving part is.
Well, you see,
Just travel around.
Back in the day, there was always the roving reporter.
That would be me, only I'm an editor.
But now you're an editor.
Well, there you go.
But you're still reporting.
Yes, I am. I write like the wind. I do.
Very fast, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I don't have wind when I write. That's a whole different story.
Well, yeah.
Depending on what time of day I'm
writing
at my computer.
Oh, you mean writing
After
long-winded stories. You took it in an entirely different direction.
After 2 burritos and a margarita, I do write like the wind.
burrito.
A mighty wind.
You've been at the Wayne County Press for a couple of months now. You getting comfortable?
Since January. Yeah.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Getting comfortable?
I'm seasoned. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm digging it. I try to cover a lot of the courts and the crime and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I don't cover so much meetings.
You do you still do column now.
I
That's
do.
Cool.
I do a column. It's not a regular column, but it's turned out to be just about a regular
About a
column.
weekly, right?
Yeah, just about a weekly. Sometimes twice a week, but once a week for sure.
You had a nice column this last week.
I had a column this Monday. It's Monday's issue. It was entitled "Forgiveness."
Right.
It's actually a story about a lady that I was able to interview twice. She's no longer with us.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lady by the name of Eva Moses Kor.
Okay.
K-O-R. She's from Terre Haute, Indiana.
Okay.
She is a Holocaust survivor. She and her twin sister Miriam were they survived the Holocaust, okay? Right. And they were subjects of Dr. Joseph Mengele's tests. Horrific tests. Horrible tests. As twins, he liked to experiment on twins. Well,
being an identical twin myself, I'm just years removed, thank goodness, from the same years and place removed from the same type of thing.
But they both managed to survive, and the Soviets came and liberated them.
Didn't they both live well into their 80s or 90s or something?
Miriam died before Eva. Eva's only been gone a few years now, but Miriam died first because of the experiments. Her kidneys never matured. She had the kidneys, they said, of like a 10 or 11-year-old kid for her entire life. Yeah. And so she died much earlier than Eva did. But Eva had gone to Auschwitz. Actually went to Krakow, Poland, for a visit to Auschwitz, and that's where she died, in Poland.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, that's where she passed away. But that's not really the story. The story is she formed an organization to get as many twin survivors of the Holocaust together as she could in terms of getting them to contact with each other and be in contact with each other and just share their experiences as twins that survived the Holocaust. Well, anyway, long story made short, she was invited to speak at a conference in Boston about her experience as a twin being tested on and experimented on by Joseph Mengele. Anyway, the producer of that particular event said, "We would like you to bring a Nazi doctor with you." And she thought that was just absolutely outrageous.
Wait a minute. They wanted her
to bring a Nazi doctor with her to participate in this forum. And she thought they were nuts.
Why would she have a Nazi doctor?
Well, she did. A guy by the name of Munch, M-U-N-C-H-E, I think, and I can't think of his first name. But she just, how you pronounce it? Monk. Well, she knew this guy. Well, she said, well, they want this, I'll just call him up. And anyway, turns out he was very cordial and said, I'd be glad to do it. So anyway, when they got to Boston, they met each other, and you'd think that she'd want to just absolutely gouge his eyes out.
Yeah.
But they hit it off.
No kidding.
In terms of respecting each other's. And so anyway, Eva said, do you ever think about the gas chambers?
Yeah.
And he said, it's a nightmare that I have every day of my life.
You figure they'd have to.
And he did. He said, and so anyway, that just struck her as like holy moly. And so anyway, they became friends. And then so she says, would you go to Auschwitz with me? And the two of us sign a letter forgiving what the Nazis did to us twins. Would you sign that letter, co-sign that, and do it in Auschwitz in front of the death houses?
Yeah.
And whatever. Anyway, and he said he would, and they went and they signed this letter. But before they did that, a friend of hers said, are you going to give him a gift? Are you going to give Dr. Munch a gift? And she thought. What can I give this guy? She was thinking buy him a stationery set or a ink pen or something. And she just could not come up with an idea. She said, the only thing I can think of as a gift is to forgive him.
That'd be a good one.
Forgive him. He says, that's not something anybody can make me do. Nobody can tell me to do that, but it's liberating to me to forgive him. Now, she said she could never forgive the Nazis for what they did.
Well, I thought she just signed a form.
The act itself.
Okay.
She could never forgive the act, but she could forgive the people that carried out the act.
I see.
And she did. And she said it was so liberating and so freeing to forgive them that it was just, she said the weight coming off of her body was just immense.
Yeah. Well, can you imagine the amount of anger that she had been carrying around?
And to tell you another two people that she forgave was her parents.
Really?
She forgave her parents. Now, both her parents were killed in the Holocaust.
Yeah.
They were taken to the gas chamber. They didn't survive very long at all. But she said, my parents should have taken care of us. And they never did. They never did.
Got them out of Poland or what?
Should have been able to take care, and they never did. So she was angry with her parents for years and years and years. She said, and that was another two people that she forgave, and it was so liberating as well. So forgiveness is a powerful tool.
What about what made you think about writing that column right now?
It just, when I interviewed Eva Core, she was just, I had chills talking to her. I mean, just listening to her experiences. And it was chilling, and I just never will forget it. And so that first time that I interviewed her, it was around Easter. And Easter is one of the big elements, of course, of Easter is forgiveness. Yeah. And I just couldn't forget that, couldn't get it out of my mind. And so I went back to those two interviews and I wrote a column about forgiveness.
Well, that's
anyway, I was just thinking.
If you get a chance, take a look at the Wayne County Press from Monday.
Yeah.
And
it's just labeled forgiveness.
Just labeled forgiveness.
Eva Moses Core.
I tell you what, let's do.
Let's take a break.
We'll take a break. Continue the roller coaster ride of the show.
Oh my! But we had to have one.
That's kind of the first time was going like this.
We're
going to go like this.
We had one element of seriousness in there.
That's about all we're going to do.
That's fine. That's fine. But I just thought that was worth mentioning.
Oh, it's an outstanding idea.
But it's not something somebody. I want you to forgive me. Nobody can tell you to do that. You can't mandate something.
I mean, somebody can say it, but they're just not going to, know something. Who knows? You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, back in a sec. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
folks. Welcome back. Big Talk. Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV.
You bet.
My guest is Len Wells. He is a roving editor.
I don't know what that means.
Well, I don't want to ask an out-of-line, rude
You always
question.
do, though. Go ahead.
I always do.
Go ahead.
I feel bad about that.
Go ahead, please. I can take it.
People have enjoyed your work since the mid-'70s.
Oh, well, thank you.
Or maybe the late 60s. I don't know when you worked
1976, I went to work in TV.
Well, you worked at the Grayville.
Before that, Mercury Independent.
Mercury Independent. They've enjoyed. At what point? That's 50 years.
Yes, plus.
At what? And you're the roving editor for the Wayne County Press.
Because every other paper I've worked for has gone out of business.
Decided? Is there ever a time that you'll retire? I mean, the people will occasionally ask folks if they're ever going to retire. You don't have to be. I mean, I'm not asking you. I'm not asking you as your financial advisor.
I could retire today. I really could. Honestly, I have retired once.
Yeah, I was going to say
I retired once.
Before.
And circumstances.
Wait a minute. Yes, you.
Yeah, I did retire once.
You were retired.
I was retired one time, and then I got retired.
Yeah, then you got retired. That's what I was.
Yeah, I got retired one time.
That's what I was thinking about. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, I could retire. I mean, financially, I could, but it keeps my mind sharp. I mean, we got a place we take care of, about 11 acres that we take care of, and that keeps me busy physically.
Yeah.
But I want to keep my mind going,
Yeah.
and as long as I can still think and type and write, and I love that.
You have fun, don't you?
I have fun, and that's the key to just about any job. If you have fun and enjoy it, do it. Keep doing it.
You and I talked about over the years. We've talked about at some point you were going to put together a book of you were going to collection of your columns and that kind of thing.
I've got
Did that ever have you ever decided to do that? Do you need to go to Debbie's thing tonight?
I actually don't. I don't actually. I've already got the galleys put together on
Really?
one. One of them, but that's not gone to the publisher. I do.
Once it go, I know that because I thought you had years ago.
It just hasn't been published, but the galleys have been produced and ready to go to the publisher. Got to get a publisher first. I'm not sure I want to be self-published. Got to cost money.
That does cost money.
Well, I would like someone else to pay that bill.
That's exactly right. I understand immediately.
But yeah, that's the reason why I keep doing what I'm doing is because I love it, and as long as I can keep doing that, I'm going to. Because I'm not ready to hang up my keyboard.
You keep moving your hands, and I keep going out of focus. Stop doing that. See, now we'll move. I've moved over this camera.
How about I just do this and sit still?
We're having such camera problems today.
Yeah, boy howdy. We won't talk about that one camera in pieces over there. No.
No, we won't. but we can blame this thing for it. As
Bruce's, what do you call that thing?
That's my scooter.
Scooter, but it doesn't have a motor. It's not much of a scooter, but it doesn't have a motor.
No, it doesn't have.
I have seen one guy in Fairfield take one of those to the liquor store, just one time. Usually it's a riding. Usually it's a riding lawnmower.
That's the thing. It's got
a little basket.
It's got a basket.
That'll hold.
If I can.
It'll hold a number of sodas and things like that, chips.
And even though I lifted it with one arm there, folks, it ain't light.
No, it's not. But you're a strong guy.
I mean, I'm the Mr. Big Guy. But it ain't light.
You're a weightlifter.
But I used to be. But yeah, you could throw probably a 6-pack or something.
Oh yeah. I was listening to George Thorogood.
One drink, one scotch, one bourbon?
One bourbon, one scotch, one beer.
That's right, one bourbon, one scotch, one beer.
I was listening to that on the way up here. And you could probably get all three of those in there. Bottles there.
Get a bottle.
That's what I'm saying, 3 bottles.
Get a bottle of all 3 in there.
You could get 3 bottles in there easy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you'd be good off. You'd be good off. You could be good off.
We're gonna figure
That's
out.
like that Haribo's commercial. That's good here. Hate that commercial.
I do have one other thing we can talk about.
Well, let's do.
I tell you what, let's do. We'll do that when we return.
Because show prep apparently failed.
I did
at
prep.
every turn.
I prepped, and the printer printed page 4. It printed the first 3 pages, and it wouldn't print page 4.
Okay.
So I ran it through again, and it didn't do it again.
Well, we'll get through this.
I don't explain.
We will get through this.
Okay, all right.
We'll get through this.
We'll be right back here with Len Wells. Back right after this. Stick around.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose auto owners insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lemon Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lemons always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemonsonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Bruce, have you had a pork burger yet this season?
I know they have started.
I had one the other day, and it was heavenly. Pork burgers, ladies and
Welcome
gentlemen.
back, ladies and gentlemen. Len Wells here, along with Bruce Dickey.
And we are still working on getting a National Day of Pork Burgers.
According to the one that I went to, and I'm going to go try out another one because I didn't like the process for this registration
for the nomination
day or the
there's a nomination or just registration.
They said that they aren't taking nominations from individuals anymore. They need to take nominations from a company or an organization,
like the Lions Club, for example.
Yeah. Okay. And I figured the Wabash could get behind this. I haven't talked to Clint about it.
They don't care. Just do it. It's always better to ask for forgiveness.
That's exactly right.
Exactly.
Well, we have pork burger days anyway.
Sure.
We'll have customer appreciation days where we don't sell pork burgers.
Give them away. And people just flock.
By the hundreds.
Absolutely, because they're good and they're delicious.
They're wonderful. They're wonderful. We could get Wabash behind
Doc Molt loves them.
I figured you could get the Wayne County Press behind it.
We probably could.
Get behind it. And then also the Y Fairfield kids, they've got they're having a trivia contest Friday night, but they're trying to do all kinds of stuff for the Eclipse. I need that every time I move my hands, that thing makes noise.
Well, quit doing it.
It's tough to quit doing.
But we could have we could have the Eclipse and pork burgers all together.
Well, that's the thing. April 8th.
Smoke rising into the eclipsing sun. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. This could be great.
We have to set this up for April 8th, 2024.
Absolutely.
As the first National Pork Burger Day, even though that's a Monday. Everything's going to stop.
And people are going to have to eat.
Flora is in I think Flora and Louisville are both.
If I read from the very beginning when I started reading about this, Golden Gate was like the max.
Well, Golden Gate's the max, but it's like 60 or 80 miles each direction.
Yes.
Is going to be in the full eclipse.
Absolutely.
Total eclipse for a period of
time. Minutes or whatever.
Minutes. It reduces minutes as far as
right. pork burger sale. Well, not even sale, just pork burgers.
Pork Burger
Celebration.
Day USA.
Well, you could think about this. You got a pork burger that looks about like this.
Yeah, about a quarter pound.
Replicate the eclipse with 2 pork burgers.
Oh my heavens! Do that again into the camera.
Pork burger eclipse. I
love it.
I think we're onto something. But I think the smoke rising into the eclipse is the key.
We've got to get. We got to talk.
I'm going to get a hold of NBC News.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Oh, I know some producers.
Brokaw. Call Brokaw.
Oh, Brokaw, but he'd be here in a heartbeat. I love him. He's a good man.
Brokaw likes you.
He does. Yeah. Never met him, but I like him.
Who's the most famous news guy you have ever met? Now that
news guy,
yeah,
Chet Huntley.
I know we've talked about
Chet Huntley.
You've met presidents and that kind of thing. And
Chet Huntley.
You met Chet Huntley.
You know Chet Huntley?
Oh, I know Chet Huntley. He was the Huntley and Brinkley from
from NBC News.
1950s.
Yeah, I got to interview him. Got a picture of him in my office. He and I together sitting on.
How did you interview Chet? How did you?
He was the keynote speaker at the White County Sesquicentennial celebration.
150 years.
150 years. I forget what year this was, but I was in high school. I was a high school photographer. They flew him in to Carmi, took him to Mr. I forgot his name already. Anyway, took him to this guy's home, friend of mine, and they invited me to come out and take a picture and interview Chet Huntley, and I got a picture of me and Chet together. He's got a pipe. Holding a pipe.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Did he have a pipe? Did he ever smoke a pipe on TV?
I don't think so.
I don't remember.
I've seen a lot of pictures of him with a pipe, though.
I don't remember watching the Huntley and Brinkley on television. We watched, that was NBC, right?
Yes, NBC.
We were an ABC family. Mm-hmm. Well, and CBS. Dad would watch Cronkite. Mm-hmm. And
who didn't?
And he also watched Harry Reasoner.
Yeah.
He thought Reasoner was
That was
good.
ABC.
Yeah, and we didn't. Who was NBC after
John Chancellor?
Chancellor, yeah. We didn't watch Chancellor.
I liked him.
Do
I did not.
Reporters and stuff have meetings and stuff where you get to meet these people?
No, we had news directors meetings and we had general managers meetings, but we didn't go to corporate. We did not.
No.
I mean, we did not go to headquarters. When I say corporate, I mean we didn't go to NBC.
They take the GMs up there probably,
yes.
But not the news people.
Not the news directors, no.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, that stunk. It really did.
That does stink.
Yeah, but no, I still got to meet a lot of famous people I have in my career. Sure.
Well, okay, now so Huntley's the most famous
news guy.
Who's the? Let's cancel the presidents. Who do you think is the most famous entertainer?
Oh, entertainer.
You would have had an opportunity.
Probably
not Foster Brooks.
No, I'd have to say Red Skelton.
When did you get a chance to interview him?
I interviewed Red Skelton. I absolutely did.
Really? Mm-hmm. How was Red?
He was hilarious. I think I told you the story. You know, he told me that he grew up in Vincennes, Indiana, and and this guy was so serious, but you knew he had a punchline coming. He always had a gag. He said, "Len, I grew up in Vincennes, which, as you know, is on the Wabash River."
Red Skelton.
And he said, me and my, I think he said, brother, we learned to swim in the Wabash. My parents just literally threw us in the river, and that's how we learned to swim. And, you've heard stories of that, throw them in the water. They're going to swim. And he said, and, if we hadn't fought our way out of that grass sack, we wouldn't be here today. Did you ever
Phyllis
Diller? I interviewed her.
Would you ever get somebody like Diller, or were they always on shtick, or were they
Phyllis Diller and
occasionally not on shtick?
They were both all on shtick all the time.
No kidding.
On shtick, you bet. Yeah, because I think they knew they were playing to a camera.
Yeah,
and that was part of their job, was being in front of a camera. They never got serious, at least in my interview, the short time I got to interview them.
Whenever you're talking to those folks, do you get a chance to kibitz before the internet interview, or around?
Basically not, because they usually have a handler with them, a producer with them, and they just bring you in, escort you out, sort of thing.
I'll be doggone.
So that's the way that's what I recall anyway.
That's pretty cool, though.
John Conley was probably the most interesting interview that I did. He ran for president, as you recall.
You met him in '80, like when he was running, or
yes. Yes. Of course, the reason why I thought he was remarkable.
Well, you were thinking of 17 years before
when he was in the car when Kennedy got shot, and he got shot too.
Yeah, the guy took fire.
He took fire, and I got to interview him. So that to me was really history.
How did you get to interview Conley? I guess he was trooping around.
He was trooping around, and I I asked for an interview and he gave me one. So that's just that simple. But yeah, and it wasn't like covering him giving a speech. It was literally a one-on-one interview, and I don't recall a whole lot about it because I was starstruck. You know, I mean, not that he was a viable candidate apparently, but he had an interesting history, having been in the car.
Do you? How often in that situation are you starstruck? Probably not very often.
No, not really.
I mean, you're a professional. You've been doing
particularly
this for a while.
politicians. I don't have a lot of use for generally, and not either side, just any of them. I mean, they're there to be covered and get a lot of
get a little time,
and that doesn't impress me.
Yeah.
But he had a story to tell. I mean, he did.
Did you ask? I mean, that's the thing.
I did.
If you're John Connolly, how often do you have to answer the question about November 22nd?
But he answered it to me. You know, he just told me that they, it was just something that'll live with him for the rest of his life.
And he was conscious, though, right? I mean, he never lost consciousness.
He just got shot. That's all I remember. He got shot, and anyway, John Connolly, not to be confused with the country and western singer John Connolly.
I wonder if John Connolly changed his spelling just to avoid.
Probably did.
Just to avoid CONNOLLY or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. This could be.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Just a swinging. That's another singer.
It's John Anderson.
Yeah, John Anderson.
All right. Well, then who's the most famous singer then?
Singer? You mean as in
country? You're talking a country. You mentioned entertainers, Phyllis Diller and Red Skelton. I didn't know
who played Robin in Batman. What was his name? Adam West? No.
Dick Grayson was played by Burt Ward.
No, that's not the one I interviewed.
Well, Burt Ward played Robin. Adam West and Burt Ward.
I interviewed Robin, one of the Robins. I wasn't impressed at all. He wasn't wearing tights or nothing.
Did Robin do his own stunts?
No, I don't think so. It was a dud interview, really a dud. I did get to meet the guy from a Wagon Train.
Oh, no kidding.
Ward Bond. I met Ward Bond.
You met Ward Bond?
Ward Bond.
Ladies and gentlemen, I love Ward Bond.
You know, you'll never guess in a million years where I met Ward Bond.
At a bordello.
No, the DX gas station in Carmi.
You must have been about 13 or less.
I was less, probably 10.
Yeah, because he died in 63.
Oh, I was just a kid. But anyway, he showed up at the DX station in Carmi to promote some new brand of oil from DX. Seriously, he was.
Wagon Train was probably sponsored by.
That was a big deal. Yeah,
Wagon Train was sponsored by whatever. Yeah,
DX Mobile and DX.
And they brought
Dextron or something oil. Yeah, it was a big deal. And then probably the next one after.
See, now that is cool.
The next one after that was of course Marcia Yaki. She was she was probably more famous than Ward Bond. Locally.
She would have been.
And we could do a whole show on Marcia Yaki one day if you'd like. Because I know a lot about her.
Sometime. I mean, there are fewer and fewer people around who enjoyed Marcia Yaki on television, because that was the mid-'80s that she retired, right?
And then we could talk about Lloyd Lindsay Young too.
Well, he's still going.
Oh, he's still going. He's sort of retired, but he's making a lot of personal appearances. And
the cool part about meeting Ward Bond is that puts you like 1 degree of separation from John Wayne, because he was in 25 John Wayne movies.
Yeah, Ward Bond.
That's one of these. They played football together on the USC.
I didn't know that.
See, that's the thing. You bring up Ward Bond, I can tell you his entire documentary or biography.
Wow, I was honored to meet Ward Bond.
He was on the USC football team, maybe a year or two ahead.
I was a small child on my dad holding me when I saw Eisenhower.
Oh, really?
He was making a whistle stop train thing. Came through Carmi and just stopped and waved and went on. But my dad took me down there and saw Eisenhower.
So how many of them have you met?
Well, I met
or seen in person.
Oh my! It'd be Ike, and then a long stretch. Carter, Reagan, Bush 2, not Bush 1.
Bush 1.
Anyway, several.
Cool. Yeah. See, now we've already done your retirement.
And of course,
I'm glad you're not retired.
Don't forget Barack Obama.
Met him.
You met him. We both did.
Yeah, we both did. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you, Bruce.
Thank you so much for being here.
This was fun. I'm going to go out and get a burrito and 4 margaritas.
See you all later. Have a great day.